All right, a top focus. The Jabalpur High Court has refused to entertain the application moved by the Shivraj Chouhan-led government to transfer the Vyapam deaths probe to the CBI. The High Court will now hear the matter on the 20th of July. The case has been deferred, keeping in mind the petitions that will be heard by the Supreme Court tomorrow in the national capital. Kamaljeet Sanduna joins me on the phone line. Kamaljeet, this decision by the High Court has been taken in view of the Supreme Court petitions, we believe.
Yes, definitely so, but it is a setback for all those people who have been demanding a CBI probe. But now remember, there have been series of deaths, and many of them suicidal, accidental and unnatural deaths. Even though autopsy report of Akshay Singh, where we're standing at this point of time, Digvijay Singh just went by. We did ask him for a reaction. He didn't give a reaction there. But Shivraj Chouhan came under a lot of pressure, where he actually submitted a request to have a CBI probe. But remember, with a high-profile probe already happening under the monitoring of the High Court, with the SIT really probing the case, there is still many question marks which are being raised as to whether the SIT is really fully competent as far as probe is concerned, whether they are free and fair as far as the probe is concerned. So many questions being raised at this point of time, but the question is very much still there, that is the Madhya Pradesh police or the SIT really fit enough to really probe this particular case, where there have been more than 44 deaths which are unnatural or suicidal, or if one of those, there is an impression which is being given that this Vyapam scam is jinxed. But yes, a little investigation into it can really reveal much more. Now, what we know is that despite having number of suspicious deaths, there was a lot of pressure on the government to have a CBI probe, after which, especially with the TV Today journalist dying, we know there was a request which was put in by the government. That has not been looked into at this point of time, but many are hopeful that once the matter goes to Supreme Court, there would be a wiser decision which could be taken. But definitely at this point of time, there seems to be a lot of VVIP which are really thronging the gates of Akshay Singh, the TV Today correspondent. But at this point of time, it's the tragedy which has come to the fore. Is there much more to Vyapam scam? Can justice be given to all those particular victims, all those people who have died so far? That's the big question at this point of time.
All right, do stay with me, Kamaljeet. We also have Mr. Manak Agarwal from the Congress joining me on the phone line. Mr. Agarwal, we've got news that we broke some time ago about the High Court deferring the plea by the Madhya Pradesh government for a CBI probe into the Vyapam scam. Your first reaction?
देखिए, मध्य प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री शिवराज सिंह चौहान ने मध्य प्रदेश की जनता को गुमराह किया है। हाई कोर्ट को चिट्ठी लिखकर सीबीआई इंक्वायरी के लिए, यदि उन्हें चिट्ठी लिखनी थी तो वो केंद्र सरकार को चिट्ठी लिखते, डीओपीटी को लिखते चिट्ठी, उसकी कॉपी हाई कोर्ट के अंदर देते, और उसको उनको मालूम था कि 9 तारीख को सुप्रीम कोर्ट के अंदर याचिकाएं लगी हुई है, 9 तारीख को फैसला होने वाला है और सुप्रीम कोर्ट इस पर कुछ निर्णय लेने वाला है सीबीआई के मामले में। उनको चिट्ठी लिखनी नहीं चाहिए थी। इतना बड़ा प्रदेश है, उनके पास में लॉ डिपार्टमेंट भी है, तो उन्होंने क्यों नहीं सलाह ली ऐसी? इसका मतलब कि मध्य प्रदेश के लोगों को बेवकूफ बनाना चाहते थे, और उन्होंने इसीलिए एक चिट्ठी हाई कोर्ट के अंदर भेज दी, और जिसका परिणाम ये निकला।
मिस्टर अग्रवाल, आर यू क्लेमिंग दैट दिस इज अ डिलेड टैक्टिक बाय शिवराज सिंह चौहान?
देखिए, शिवराज सिंह चौहान एक्चुअल में ये सारी चीजों से बचना चाहते हैं, इसलिए उन्होंने चिट्ठी लिखी है। हमने सुप्रीम कोर्ट से भी ये निवेदन किया है, जो हमारी याचिका लगी है, कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट की देख रेख के अंदर इसकी सीबीआई इंक्वायरी हो। शिवराज सिंह चौहान जिस समय इंक्वायरी हो उस समय अपने पद से इस्तीफा दे दें, तो ही निष्पक्ष जांच हो सकती है।
All right, Mr. Agarwal, thanks for joining us on the phone line here on India Today. Also joining us is Anup Datta. He is on the phone line from Bhopal. Anup, what is the reaction coming in from the Madhya Pradesh government over this development?
The Madhya Pradesh government is, as far as I know, they are not going to say anything. What they will be saying is that we have already done what we were supposed to do. We have already moved forward. We have already requested the High Court, and it is the court to decide. Now, the court has kept the next date or deferred till 20th July. So it seems that it has probably done because several of the petitions, including the one which is pending right now in the Supreme Court, which is going to hear a case about whether the inquiry should be given to the CBI or not, that will be appearing or coming up tomorrow. So that means till tomorrow, until 20th July, this case has been gone on hold.
All right, do stay with me, Anup. We also have Mr. Nalin Kohli from the BJP joining me on the phone line. Mr. Kohli, we have information coming in that the High Court has deferred the hearing as far as the Madhya Pradesh government's plea to probe the case through CBI is concerned. Now the Congress has come out and said that this was a clear delay tactic by the Shivraj Singh Chouhan government. What is your reaction to that?
Well, first we should wait for any final order from the High Court, since the matter is sub judice. And one should not, and generally we refrain from commenting on orders of the court till we know the complete facts and everything we are out. Second is with regard to the Congress party, their interest is politicization. Because right from the beginning, now these kind of scams have taken place, there are problems in recruitment, in such tests, but the Congress government never put in place a system. Shivraj Singh Chouhan ji put in place a system. When allegations started coming that it's being abused, the system, he immediately ordered an inquiry. And that's exactly what it is, which is today monitored independently by the SIT, looking at the work of the STF under the monitoring of the Madhya Pradesh High Court. Now, there are also now petitions before the Honorable Supreme Court, which should be coming up tomorrow. And therefore, it is, one may also presume that perhaps the High Court has kept that in mind. But I don't think we can politicize the working of the court as the Congress party is seeking to do.
Mr. Kohli, we even spoke with Mr. Manak Agarwal from the Congress a short while ago, and he says that this is too little too late.
The Congress party believes that the courts are going to run according to their wishes. Then they don't seem to have lost the emergency mindset of 1975-77. Because that's exactly how courts don't run. They run according to procedure and they run according to law. They don't run according to pronouncements that emanate from 10 Janpath or anywhere else of the Congress party.
All right, Mr. Kohli, thanks for joining us here in India today. I believe that Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao from the BJP is also speaking. Let's cut across.
किसी प्रकार की गलत धारणा की, किसी प्रकार की छेड़छाड़ की जो डर थी उसको उन्होंने हाईकोर्ट ने भी कबूल नहीं किया है, क्योंकि आपकी पत्रकार का, आज तक के पत्रकार का, अक्षय सिंह का जो मौत हुआ है बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है। और इस विषय को लेकर मुख्यमंत्री जी ने, हमारे बड़े नेता ने, राष्ट्रीय नेता ने, सबने ये कहा कि जो कंप्लीट कॉम्प्रहेंसिव इंक्वायरी हो, पूरी तरह पारदर्शी हो, पूरी तरह सबको क्रेडिबल लगे, इसके लिए ये जो मामला अक्षय सिंह इनको इंटरव्यू करते हुए उस दौरान उनका मृत्यु हो गया, इसलिए उस विषय को भी पूरे जांच के दायरे में इंक्लूड करते हुए ये निर्णय लिया गया है, ताकि जनता को, मीडिया को, सबको विश्वास हो ये पूरी जो जांच प्रक्रिया है बहुत ही अच्छे ढंग से, पारदर्शी तरीके से हुआ हो।
शुक्रिया। तो ये है जीवीएल जिनका कहना है कि पूरी जो प्रक्रिया है वो बहुत अच्छे।
All right, that was the BJP also reacting to the latest development, which is that the Madhya Pradesh High Court as of now has deferred the hearing in the Vyapam case. Remember yesterday, the MP Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chouhan had written to the High Court and he did seek a CBI probe into the Vyapam scam after relentless pressure on him from the opposition as well as the media. And now we're hearing that the court will only hear the matter on the 20th of July. The deferment has been done keeping in mind the petitions that will be heard by the top court, the apex court, on Thursday here in the national capital. And that's the latest that we have on the Vyapam case. The Jabalpur High Court refusing to entertain the application moved by the Shivraj Singh Chouhan government as of now. They are waiting for the hearing to take place in the Supreme Court, but the Congress is not happy. They have once again today reiterated that writing only to the High Court and seeking a CBI probe was a delay tactic, is what they are saying, by the Shivraj Singh Chouhan government. They want a Supreme Court monitored CBI probe into the Vyapam case. Remember, officially there are over 25 deaths that have taken place which are linked to the Vyapam scam. Unofficially, a lot of the opposition parties are putting the figure to above 40.